What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to the Warning. Yes, indeed, the Warning Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bibbidi-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Matt Damasio, and Matt wanted to see me react to this. It is The Warning with a song called Exterminated. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second. Yeah, I recognize this song. I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by The Warning Argentina, okay? And at the time of requesting, it had 702 views. Yeah, it's not gonna get you there, sorry. No, like, I'm sure it's fine, okay? I'm sure everything's fine, okay? I'm sure everything's gonna be just hunky-dory here. I'm just saying that at the time of the request, it had 702 views, so it's not gonna get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. The Warning, Exterminated live. Looks like we're going back to the beginnings, the early days. All right. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I'm assuming, I don't know. I'm assuming this is an original. I don't recognize the song. And there's no mention of this being a cover down in the title here. So I'm assuming this is an original song. The songwriting on this it's solid. It's solid. The chordal progressions make perfect sense. The progression is nice. The direction is nice. The feel is nice. The energy is really good. If I'm being honest, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a bass player, I'm saying this looking at this from a musicianship standpoint, the most interesting thing happening instrumentally is what's happening with Ollie's bass playing. It's a lot of movement. Now, the movement is not complex. It's literally it's walking within a, not even walking, it's a triad. It's 5-3-1, 5-3-1. It's just you're taking the same triad pattern and moving it around, but it's still 5. You're doing the 5th, you're doing the minor 3rd, you're doing the 1, up and down and up and down. Or she's doing 5-2-5, 5-3-5, rather than going to the 1. So there's that. But the point though is she's not just playing root notes. It's not just dun 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 dun. Hold on one second. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
So we're in standard. We're in the key of G in standard. Let me back up a little bit. So I want you to really focus in on what she's playing, what Ollie is playing, okay? Okay, so let's go back to that part that she was playing in the verse, okay? So we're in G, so she was going 5-3-1, right? And then she went up to the sharp 5, the flat 6, but still playing the minor 3 to the 1. And then she went up to the 4, 4 to the 1-4, so that G is still present. Something like that, right? But the point is that she's moving. Now, how easy would it have been in a rock band? How easy would it have been to just play the root notes? How easy would that have been, right? It would have been very easy. Would it have been effective? Would it be effective? Would it have worked? It would have worked. Yeah, sure. It would have absolutely worked. The bass line would have been, holding down the bass notes in the low register, playing solid, 8th note pattern, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and it would have worked just fine. But I don't think it would have sounded near as good as what she did, moving the bass line around. I mean, I think that's great. I think it's great. Not like a moving bass line, like a jazz moving bass line. It's definitely more rock oriented, but you're still playing the elements within the chordal structure, like playing the 5 to 3 to 1 instead of playing the 5 again, going up to the flat 6. Really nice. Back to the 4, up to the 5. I think that's really smart. It's moving around. It's showing that it's not, okay. I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way. It's showing off without showing off. Does that make sense? rather than sitting there just playing straight eights, she's moving around. She's playing a counter melodic line. I like that. And at this age, coming up with a bass line like that, it's pretty darn good. I know adults who can't even come up with bass lines like that. I've seen adults making hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars a year, who cannot, for the life of them, come up with a bass line like that. I don't know why, but they can't. She did at this age. It's impressive. It absolutely is. That is impressive. I will absolutely tip the cap to her for that. You better believe it. Anyway, let's keep going here. Now in the chorus, she is playing straight eights. That's okay. It's the chorus. I love the family. I'm sorry, I hate to pause in the middle of Danny's solo. I'm going to rewind. But I love the fact that despite the fact that Danny's doing a solo, the camera just cannot keep off of Ale. The camera should be focusing on who's doing the solo. Who's doing the solo? Danny is. And yet, here we are watching Ale. Why? Because Ale is Little Jean. And she isn't fully there yet, but you're starting to really see it, right? In this point in her development as a performer, she's really starting to feel comfortable. It doesn't look forced. It doesn't look like she's sitting there going, okay, on this measure, I'm going to put my hip out. And on the next measure, I'm going to lift this leg up. Yeah, she's not thinking about it. It's just coming to her naturally at this point. It's not forced. I love seeing performers progress when it comes to their stage presence and their stage energy and their persona. I love seeing this progression. So that is fun to see. And I absolutely get why the camera just cannot stay off of her, because no offense to Danny, she's doing a fine job on her guitar solo, but watching the two of them, who would you rather watch? I know I would rather watch who's being more entertaining to watch. So I get it. I absolutely get it. I'm not mad at the camera operator for this. I totally get it. She is stealing the spotlight. If Danny wants the spotlight, she's got to step up her game. You know, I'm sorry, but she does. I don't blame her. I do the same thing. I want the spotlight on me all the time. So I'm going to do everything I can to take it. And if the lead singer wants the spotlight, then they're going to have to outperform me. They're going to have to outdo me. They're going to have to outshine me to take it away from me. And if they do somehow manage to take it away from me, you better believe that I'm going to step up my game and I'm going to take it back. Why? Because I want it. I crave it. I need it. That's why. Nothing against them, you know, but I want the spotlight. I do. I love it. So I get it. I absolutely get it. Anyway, let's start that guitar solo all over again, shall we? No. All the way back. Camera can't take their eyes off of her. nice accents. Eight seven 457 457. That could be fun. Let me try it. I just gotta try it. I had to give it a shot. Oh, it's a G, sorry. Ah. No. Aha. Okay. Okay. I mean, it's just learning the pattern. Once you learn the pattern, it's you can pull it off pretty easily. But it's a fun pattern though. That's fun. That's fun. Interesting for a lot of different reasons. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was The Warning with Exterminated. This was a request from Matt Damasio. Okay, I thought about it. I took everything into account here that I possibly could, okay? And I have a score. Now, usually this is the part where I would spend about 5 to 10 minutes apologizing to all the Warning fans. And, you know, explaining and pre-framing and, you know, why I'm doing this and, you know, the reasons and everything. And, folks, two things. One, a lot of Warning fans have said, you don't need to do that, okay? So, fine. I'm not going to do it. That's the number one reason. Number two reason, I'm sick and tired of it, okay? If you don't know me by now, I can't help it, okay? I just can't. I am a fan of The Warning. I absolutely am. I would even go as far to say that I would consider myself a member of the Warning Army. I would. I support the girls. I love everything they do. And I got no problem with anything they do, honestly. So, I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to pre-frame. I'm just going to get to the score. I'm going to tell you my reasons why. And if you don't like it, tough. Cool. Having said that, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.4. Yup, 7.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.4. What does that mean? Well, a 7.4 would translate to a really good skill rating, so I think this was a really good song. It would give 4 to 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. So there you go, 7.4, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Okay, I understand that this is earlier in their career. I get it. I absolutely do. And I know people are always telling me you should take their age into account. You should take where they are in their development into account. You should take their experience at this point in their career into account. No, I don't. Not when it comes to comparison. And that's the one I'm going to talk about right now. I want you to compare this song right here, just based on its pure value. Take age, take experience, take everything out of the equation. Take the song for what it is at face value and compare it to, oh, I don't know, how about Evolve? Which is a more impressive song? Exactly. Evolve is definitely a more impressively written song. That's really all there is to it. I don't care about age. I don't care about experience. I care about the product. And the product, comparatively to the stuff that they've been doing now, I'm sorry, it's not on the same level. Does that mean it's bad? No. I wouldn't be giving this song a 7.4 if I thought it was bad. It's a really good song. It's a solid song. It's the type of song that you could give to an A&R guy, and an A&R guy will listen to it and go, you know what? There's something here. Maybe I should bring this to Mr. Whoever it is that's in charge of the record label. Maybe I should have him give this a listen. Has to go through the A&R guys first. They eliminate, seriously, like 98% of the songs they listen to it for about 10 to 15 seconds. They're not impressed. They toss it in the trash. Never to be heard from again. So I could absolutely see this song being handed off to an A&R guy and have him sit there and actually contemplate, maybe I should take this up to the uppers, have them listen to it and see what they think. Now, from there, we'll see where that would happen, but this is definitely an attention-getting song. It's not your standard, simple, 3-chord song. Now, there's some more going on here. The drumming was nice. I like the accent work that was happening with the drums, especially when they all three would come in together and hit the accents together in unison. And if Danny wasn't necessarily doing it, then at least Ale was. And Ale and Power, hitting the accents together to give it that little extra oomph. That's nice from a rhythmic standpoint. Very nicely done. Danny's guitar playing was solid. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and blow, everything out of proportion and go, oh, that's the most amazing guitar playing. No, please, come on. We've seen what she can do now, comparatively. We've seen much better guitar playing from Danny than this. But early on in the stage, what it is, it's solid. It's solid. I got no complaint about it. It's standing on its own. It sounds just fine. I got no issue with anything that was played. Ale's bass playing, if I'm being honest, was the highlight of the show for me. And not just because I'm a bassist. What she was playing was actually really interesting. The moving around, the progression that she came up with, the bass line that she came up, based around the minor triad, the 5 to 3 to 1, to the minor 6, the flat 6 to 3 to 1, to the 4 to the 1, to the 5, to the 2, to the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That type of a feel. I mean, I liked it. I liked everything about it. It was interesting. It wasn't just straight 8s. Now, were there places in the song where she did play straight 8s? Yeah, absolutely. The song called for it. I think like in the chorus, for example, not the place to be doing that moving bass line. Not in the chorus. Okay, that's where the vocals have to come into play. And that's where the emphasis should really kind of be on everything coming together as a unit. And her doing a walking bass line there, I don't know if that would really work. But in the verses, absolutely. In the verses, please do something, because we didn't have a whole lot happening in the guitar during that point. So we really needed to have something happening. And Tom can only do so much, so we got to have something happening in the bass. Either the bass or the guitar. In this case, Ale contributed.
I love it. I love everything about it.
I loved everything about it. It was fun to listen to. The chorus is the hook. As far as the entire song goes as a whole, the chorus is the hook. I see the appeal of the chorus. I can see the chorus being the thing that everybody in the crowd sings along with. So, yeah, absolutely. The song is well constructed. It's a solid song. I'm not going to sit here and go, it's mind-blowing, but it is a solid song. Again, I hear the people, you should be taking their age into account. No, I don't. I'm not doing them any favors by doing that, and neither is anybody else. You want the girls to progress? You gotta be realistic with them. And look at the progression that we've had. Look at the growth that we have had. But comparatively, looking at this, looking at where they are now, actually it's more like up here. So, there is a definite growth, okay? But if you ask me comparatively, is this on the same level as this? No, they're not. Let's be realistic here, okay? Don't get all bent out of shape about it. But anyway, I think it's a really good song. I got no issue with it whatsoever. I enjoyed the tune. And here's the other thing, the live show. Now, okay, let's be honest here. They're in their infancy, okay? I understand that. I get it. But again, comparison. Looking at where they are now compared to where they were, okay? I get it. You know, you should take their age into account, take their experience. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I do not. Again, you're not doing them any favors by coddling, okay? So, you're looking at what we have right now. What do we see? Well, we see a drummer who's pretty animated back there. You know, she's really putting in the work. Big arm movements, big arm motions. Nothing subtle about anything she does. So she's putting on a pretty good live show back there. We got little Jean in her, and she's not so little at this point. She's not forcing anything. She's not sitting there trying to remember, okay, on this part of the song, I need to make sure I do this motion and this movement and this movement, and then force it. No. At this point, it's very natural. It's very natural. She's just kind of moving to it now. And she's really starting, at this point in the career, she's really kind of starting to accept her persona. It's one thing, okay, listen. It's one thing to create a persona. It's another thing to take that created persona and develop that persona. But here's the thing, and this is something that I picked up on, and I am so glad I did, because it really helped me grow as a performer. There is a big difference between creating a persona and developing a persona and accepting that persona into your life and actually becoming the persona. You can develop it, you can create it, you can work on it, you can practice it, you can do all those things. But until you make it a part of you and you accept it, you have to accept it into your life, then it's no longer just a facade. It's no longer a mask. It's no longer a costume. It's no longer an act. It's you. It becomes you. And if you're a performer and you're able to make that happen, you're gonna see your stage presence, you're gonna see your stage persona, you're gonna see your stage energy, you're gonna see your showmanship go through the roof. And we are starting to see that here. She is starting to envelop it. She's starting to accept it and just go with it. Not forced. Doesn't look rehearsed. Doesn't look like planned out. No, she's just being her. And there's the key. She's just being her in this persona. I love seeing this. I love seeing this, okay? It's a lot of fun to see. She stole the show. When it comes to the live performance, she did pretty much everything. Danny, unfortunately, at this point in the career, very afraid to leave the mic. And I get it. I absolutely get it. She's the lead vocalist. She doesn't want to miss her mark. She doesn't want to, rush back to the mic just in time to get there in time to get the next stanza of words out. Or worse, miss it. I understand that. And look at the growth that she has had from here in this video to where she is now, where she is very comfortable leaving the mic when she's able to. And she does frequently. Didn't hear because lack of experience. I understand, but again, product. All that matters, product. Was she fun to watch? Not really. If I'm being honest, not a whole lot of fun to watch. And my biggest piece of evidence to support this argument, during the guitar solo, 3/4 of the guitar solo, where was the camera? Who was the camera on? Ale. Why? Because she was fun to watch. Your Honor, the defense rests. No, and like I said, I'm not putting Danny down. She did a fine job with everything that she did, and I understand why. Okay, I get it. But she didn't really contribute to the live show as a whole from a visual standpoint, okay? So let's go down the checklist. Let's see if they checked off all the check boxes. I don't think they did. If I'm not mistaken, they got 3 out of 5. Let's see. Stage presence, check. That's a check, definitely. Stage energy, check. Yeah, definitely. Powell back there on the drums, big arm motions. Ale, obviously, Little Gene. Danny did move around a little bit when she's able to, but she didn't move very far. But she did move around a little bit, so I'll give it to her. Stage interaction, no. That's always been my biggest gripe with them. Now they're doing it now. Now they're doing it in this current day and age. Now you see them quite often come together, and I love seeing that finally. But at this point, in this product, this video, this performance, no, we didn't see it. So, can't check it. Crowd interaction, didn't see any. So, no, unfortunately, we missed that boat. Showmanship, yeah, check. Definitely. Again, Pow, yes. Ale, definitely. Danny, not really. But it's okay. It's still covered by the other two. And again, I understand. Danny's got to take care of vocals. I understand. Product. And let's see. Production. No, there was none. But that's okay. Production's bonus points anyway, so you don't need them. So they got, yeah, I was right. 3 out of 5. Okay, that's okay. It's not going to help, but it's not going to hurt either. It's kind of a wash, you know. Unfortunately, we missed the big one. If we had the big one, if we had crowd interaction, there's a good possibility that score would have come up. At least 7.5, possibly 7.6. It's possible. But no, overall, I thought this was a really good job. Really good live performance. Really good song. It's a solid song. I got absolutely no issue with the songwriting whatsoever, and the live performance of the song very well executed. So yeah, 7.4. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. And if you got a problem with it, sorry, I can't help you. It's a really good score. I don't know what else you want. Anyway, 7.4. Yeah, that's good. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We got a 7.4, which is a really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.